I started the video, hello, this is Ishkia Page. When I started the video, I saw me sitting there like, and I thought, oh, the video's frozen. Well, no, the video's not frozen. I'm frozen. Hello, I'm just standing there looking like a doofus. Sometimes. Whee! Anyway, wow. Okay, yeah, I never said I was serious all the time. I'm not serious all the time. In fact, most of the time I'm not. Well, I am, but you know, there's a mixture, so it makes life fun. How's that? I laugh at myself a lot. A lot. Anyway, okay, so the whole reason of this video is to officially announce, both for my sake and others, what my New Year's resolution was. It isn't about my nose itch. I don't know what it is. Every time I start a video, my nose starts itching. It's kind of wild. It's probably because I'm tuning into you guys and my energy's going up and it makes my nose itch. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, theoretical. I'm in a goofy mood today. So basically it's this. My New Year's resolution started 3 months before January 1st. Several years ago, I got a tip from Eric Edmeades about start making your New Year's resolution 3 months ahead of time so that when January hits, you're hitting the road running and you have more of a chance of succeeding at New Year's resolution than 98% of the people that actually make a New Year's resolution and it fails within the first few hours. So it's been very, very helpful for me. I love it. So yeah. And now I'm going to tell you how many mistakes I made in that resolution. I didn't fail. I just made mistakes. And that is this. In fact, several years ago, I heard a story from a guy named Jeffrey Allen about how he got started. And I kind of adapted one of his ideas that he did to what fits me. And so what I'm basically doing is something similar, but I am giving away $10,000 worth of billable hours of products and services with no catch, no bait and switch. Because here's the thing. There's one piece of me that is really built in solid, and it's almost obsessive, and that is integrity. Integrity. If I can't live by my integrity, that's my most valuable asset. And the thought of me falling into the trap of inception marketing with that lack of integrity and getting on people's email lists and getting spammed for 2,000 years if you actually sign up for a masterclass that delivers maybe 10 minutes out of an hour and a half, and the rest of the hour and a half is advertising, trying to get you to buy whatever their product is. I don't want to be that way. And not everybody that does that is lacking in integrity. I don't want you to misunderstand, but I've seen so many companies and people that started with something real that was full of integrity and supported them and went on and on with them and followed them for years, and then watched them just fall into that pit and watch people get alienated and see people just totally screwed over. And, you know, next thing you know, they're offering this big master class and they get your email and you get, like I said, 10 minutes of information that isn't worth anything. and the rest of it is pressure in buying their whatever product is. So I'm paranoid about falling into that. So I'm not going to give myself room to do that. And one of the counters that I've come up with is something that I wanted to do ahead of time, is basically giving my services and charity work, and I hate to say charity because so many people are so prideful that they can't you can't bear the thought of actually taking charity. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your head. It's just such an illusion. There's nothing, bad or anything by, asking for help or advice or ask for healing or anything like that. There's nothing bad about that. That's actually an investment in yourself. That is a proactive investment in yourself to actually want these services, to actually take the step. And so anyway, so these $10,000 worth of hours, I started, logging or whatever for myself. I never made the announcement, but I made that was a mistake. And I'll tell you why in a minute. The first mistake I want to go over is when the first of the year hit, I decided, okay, I'm going to give away my 2 months of course series free, so that people can get the benefit of this tool set that they can use and adapt however they want for their lives and improve their lives and raise global awareness and frequency. Mistake. Big mistake. Good heart, good intention, big mistake. And the mistake was this. People said, oh my gosh, I would love it. Thank you so much. And then they never did it. They weren't ready for it. They didn't make the investment of proactively asking for the service, if that makes any sense. Because before you can actually make anything that you do beneficial, you have to invest in it. You have to make the decision. Yes, I want this. Yes, I want to learn this. Yes, I want to grow. If you don't, then nothing I can say or do will help. Nothing anybody can say. I don't care how big a name they are. Nothing they say or do can help you because you are just not ready for it, or you're just not willing to go there, period. You're just not ready for it. And there's no harm in that either. But it's important to be aware of it. So that was my mistake. I mean, I gave away decades of work. But I didn't even count the billable hours because they didn't go through the course or courses. And so I just silently kept giving away my services. And, some of it was just because, hey, you're my friend, and some of it was services, outright services of people I'd never even met before. And so I kept track of it. And at first I didn't keep track of it. I just thought, you know what, I don't need to keep track of this. But then I thought, you know what, this is a goal that I need to set. I need to see the finish line on this. So I started keeping track of it again. So the mistake was not realizing that people had to make that forward investment. That decision is critical. That decision to want to grow, or to want to get this healing, or to want to get this reading, or to want to whatever, it is critical. So there is another thing that I needed to say here is I 3 times just this week, 3 times, and it happens a lot. People say, I can't get your services anymore. until I can pay for them. You've helped me out so much. You have helped me out so much, and I thank you, but I just feel so guilty. Well, first of all, that makes me really sad because it actually wastes my work and investment, because they have taken what valuable assets they've gotten and cloaked it all in a low frequency guilt, which hinders progression. Stop. Stop it. Do not do it. Don't. Stop. It's so useless. Be grateful. Gratitude, high frequency, you know, just be grateful. But if you can't get past this guilt, here's what you can do. 3 people just this week already, and it's just Wednesday, have said this whole thing. I feel so guilty. I need to get this debt paid off, or I need to, you know, I can't do it right now financially. I just can't pay you, so I can't take any or more of your services, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, I feel them. I get it. I totally get it. Been there. But I'm giving you a way out. So here's what you can do is, if you cannot get past it, and only if you cannot get past it, okay, what you can do is if I've given you a service that you're keeping track of since 3 months before the first of the year, message me or put it down in the comments, or call me if you know, if you're a personal friend or whatever, and have my number, text me, whatever mode, Duo, whatever, not Duo, what is it? WhatsApp, that kind of stuff. And just message me and say, hey, look, I want to pay you, and this is how many hours I thought it was worth. And so here's, or dollars or whatever. You can do it either way. So here's what I'm doing. Even though some services are worth more and some are worth a little bit less, I am averaged it out to easy math, and to keep myself even more honest, making myself invest a little bit more than invest more than the $10,000 worth. So I've just made it $100 billable hour. So USD. So anyway, so you can say, oh, you know, you gave me 6 hours. I'd like you to put that toward your goal. There you go. Now you can throw away the guilt, because you just paid me. You paid me. So stop the guilt. Just stop it. Every time you feel that pang of guilt, I want you to hear me say, stop. Stop it. Stop. No, don't throw away my work. Don't throw away your work. Even more important. And see, the thing about it is I get benefit out of it too, because you can't imagine the joy I get when I see someone's light come on. That's my reward. You know, money will take care of itself. You know, in the future, money will take care of itself. Right now, all I can be is me. And I want to create the future, my future, by living it now. And I don't have to worry about being too famous or whatever right now. So, you know, I'm putting myself out there. And so, you know, I've allotted a certain amount of hours a week, aside from this huge project that I'm working on right now, to make sure that I have time to do this, because it's really important to me. So when you come to me, that's the stipulation, is you have to come to me in some way, shape, or form yourself. to ask for these services. And if you want somebody else to get, think they would be beneficial, it'd be beneficial to them, you need to go to them and say, you know what, she's offering this, now's a good time, but you have to be the one to do it. So that gives you, I'm giving you and you're giving them the power, the self-power, to start a journey and, or to get a healing or whatever. It gives you the chance to make that initial investment, which is so critical. Because if you don't make that initial investment, nothing I can do or say will help you. And you aren't going to help yourself because you're not ready. And that's okay. Just don't, you just got to come to me. And when the 10,000 USD goal is accomplished, I will still keep that that kind of work ethic, because at least from what I know now and in this present moment, because it's really important to me to not do this whole inception marketing thing. And if I am ever part of some kind of marketing thing in the future, you ever see me, you can bet your sweet bippy it won't be inception marketing. Or it's very integrity filled, because it just is really important to me. That is part of my innate creation here on this planet in this lifetime, and is that integrity. And it's kind of funny because I started out life, lying for survival. What I felt was survival. And so because I started life that way, I've even gotten more obsessive about it. It's sort of like when a smoker stops smoking, they're the worst non-smokers. So it's like the same thing for me. It's just like for me, and I don't necessarily sit and judge. It's just what I do is say, you know what? I don't want this for me. It may work for them. It may work for some of the people that are participating in it, but it doesn't work for me. I just can't. So I'm not judging others. I just have seen too many people fall from that grace of really wholesome purpose in the beginning, and it's just they aren't even recognizable anymore. So anyway, so some of the services that I'm willing to do for these hours are life coaching and energy healing kind of sessions, and tarot readings. They're intuitive, channeled kind of thing. They're not the tarot that I do is not the traditional tarot that has someone else's meanings and filters and information attached to it. I'm not going by someone thousands of years ago or hundreds of years ago that came up with a meaning for these cards that are so freaking dark that it just brings a low frequency. If it works for some people, that's great. I'm not judging it. It's just not right for me. And I just don't think those lower frequencies are the way to go. And so my tarot readings are a lot different. So, and the other thing is I've been asked, yes, I am willing to do artwork in a limited capacity because it is so time consuming that the price would actually be a lot more billable, but I won't charge for the billable. You see what I'm saying? So if it's something I've already done and you're willing to pay a hefty price for it or whatever virtually, then great, fine. And if it's something small or whatever, it just depends on the on the circumstance. And but it would always be watercolor or something like that, or black. I don't have the time right now to do anything very big. I just don't. I have a huge project going on right now that will consume the next year at least, and maybe not that quite that long, but who knows? I'm just giving myself that time. But anyway, so I mean, other, you know, just if you know me and what I do, then I am more than glad to help you in whatever kind of skill that I do. I mean, I've been in all kinds of industries, so I can't even make a list because it would be just too obnoxious as to things that I can do. But basically, I've just given you the core of where I am now. So there you have it. That's my New Year's resolution, and I was not committed to actually doing it all in 1 year, but you know, if I can get it all done in a year, then that just leaves room for another one next year. So here we go. So there you have it. Oh, and the other thing I will do going toward that goal is I will be releasing videos without announcement, without whatever, without marketing, to give tidbits of projects and things that I've done that I will pass on to you that will help you if you are interested. So there you have it. The more people that are involved and take those and actually watch it and leave me a note that says, hey, I watched it, I didn't get much out of it, or I got a lot out of it, or whatever. And depending on the responses, you know, I will put an hour on, you know, the goal, you know, if or whatever. So your responses help me to know if it helped you. So respond, please, even if it doesn't. Oh, I can't identify with this. That's very valuable information if you can't identify with it. That means I need to change something up, and I'm willing to do it. No offense taken. Don't take it personally. You know, everybody's got their own filters, but it would be helpful if you say, oh, this didn't resonate with me, this didn't work for me because this is kind of how I am, and this is why it didn't work, and I just didn't feel it, or it didn't feel right, or whatever. And that will help me. That will help me actually open my eyes to more perspectives and give more solutions. You know, I may have another solution for you right then and there. You know, who knows? Anyway, New Year's resolution revealed and officially put out there. So you can help me reach my goal, and I can help you reach your goals. Win-win, teamwork. I hope you guys create an amazing day, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Whee!